Okay, so I think that is 5. So okay, that's not going out. That can't be good. Finally. Right, so that's a bad sign. Just blow it out 10 times. Goodbye, mom cake. Today is the day you meet your end. That's it. That was harder than it should have been. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. 5,000 subscribers. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, 5,000 people subscribe to my channel. Whoa. Insane. But yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing, everyone who's been watching my videos. I hope they've been helpful, and I hope more people will continue joining our little community. And hopefully this channel can just keep growing like it's been, hopefully even faster. I just love making videos for you guys, and I'm really glad that you guys watch them and enjoy them and get some value out of them. And of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime with any video suggestions, any recommendations, anything like that, because of course I want all of this is for you guys, because I want it to be helpful, useful, entertaining, whatever. It just needs to provide some sort of, benefit to someone, and if it does, then it's worth all my time in terms of making the videos, editing the videos, recording them, all of that. But that's enough babbling from me. So recently I put up a story on Instagram, as usual, with a question box for a Q&A, because I want to take this opportunity to let you guys ask me some of your questions, whether they're about me, whether they're about medical school, university, or just like personal stuff in general. And I want to answer all these questions to the best of my abilities. I know a lot of the questions are quite simple, so what I'm going to do is, instead of just ranting on about those, I'm going to answer them on my on Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram if you've not already, to see the answers to all those questions. But I selected about 9 or 10 questions that I'm going to sit and answer today in front of the camera, and I'm going to say the answers out loud. Okay, so let's not delay this any further. Let's begin with the questions that you guys have asked me, and I'm going to answer all of them right now. Okay, so this is a good question to begin with. So where has your schooling been? So if you're talking about high school, I went to high school in Delhi at the Shri Ram school. So from 9th grade till 12th grade I was there. And overall it was a great school. It was a great environment to flourish in academically. Yeah, I feel like everybody there was just really talented and motivated, and that sort of pushed me to do my best as well, and it really set me up well for the next stage of life, which was college, medical school, all that. The next question is regarding advice for first year medical students. So I made an entire video on this. You can go check it out. I'll put it up here and drop a link down in the description below. I actually have quite a few videos on first year, so you can check all of those out, and they have like 10, 15 different tips for you as a first year medical student, but I'll still answer the question here. So tips I'd give a first year medical student is are that definitely don't do a lot of summarizing, highlighting, taking notes like that. Use Anki or Notion or Quizlet or something and directly feed your notes into that, because first year is a shitload of information. So it's just a lot of knowledge that you need to have. And the best way to remember all of this is to just keep revising it, keep testing yourself. Use active recall if you haven't heard that enough already. and do that through flashcards. So Anki, Quizlet, and what was the other one? Notion. Study hard, but enjoy your first year. It's something you're not going to get back. It's your first year of university, first year of medical school. You're meeting a bunch of new people, socialize, because that's when you'll build a network that'll help you out in terms of succeeding in med school later on as well. Yeah, that's my top advice. Then how can you balance? Okay, so this one is like, I got like 2 questions on this. So one was like, I think, how can you balance academics and social life, and another one was, how can you balance academics and content creation? So to be honest, balancing anything is not very easy. Even I'm not very good at it, because balancing so many things means optimizing every second of your life, like not wasting any time. And I don't know, I can't do that. Like, I end up wasting time doing things here or there. I'm not that efficient, even though I try to be at times. But on the large scale, I'd say look at the bigger picture. Don't look at how much time you're devoting to everything in a period of a day, 2 days, 3 days. Look at the entire week or 2 weeks or a month, and look at whether you've spent enough time on your academics, whether you spent enough time socializing, whether you've spent enough time on whatever your hobbies are. For example, in my case, that would be content creation. So, it's not possible to do everything every day, right? Because you can't study 8 hours, spend 2-3 hours on YouTube, and have a night out on the same day, unless you're, like I was saying, super efficient. And I'm not like that. So it's better to look at it over the weekend, say that, have I covered all the academic stuff that I need to cover? Have I made at least one YouTube video, one Instagram reel, one thing like that, or have I planned something out? And have I had 1 or 2 social outings in the week, spent some time with friends here and there? If the answer is yes, that means I've overall balanced my time well. And I mean, it varies throughout the year as well. Like, it's summer right now, obviously there's more socializing. I can spend more time on YouTube. I don't have to focus so much on academics. Then during exams, it's pretty much academics, not so much of everything else. So yeah, just look at the bigger picture. Next question is, what specialty are you gonna choose? Oh, that question always gets me, because I'm not sure. I really don't know right now. There's so many toss-ups in medicine. First of all, are you interested in medicine, or are you interested in surgery? I made a Q&A video last year, and that I said maybe surgery. But now I'm thinking not so much. I'm more interested in medicine than I am in surgery. And then I was thinking about becoming a GP and then doing other things alongside that. But I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, or whether I want to specialize in something like oncology, which is one of my interests, or something like, sports medicine, or something like that, because everything seems interesting to me right now. I know at some point I'm just gonna have to choose, but basically all I mentioned right now, that's all the kind of stuff I'm thinking about. Best revision technique that worked for you. So it's different for everyone, and it's different based on what you're studying for. So spaced repetition is generally one that's effective. Then I find the Socratic method very effective. That's when someone's asking you questions, but that involves studying with somebody else, which is another thing I always find helpful, not studying on my own the entire time, because it's important to consolidate information, to read stuff, to get a first pass by reading it, watching it, or doing it on your own. But then revising with other people is a great way of employing active recall and actually remembering it for a long period of time. Next question, what are the cons of medicine in the UK? Okay, the first big one is that it's incredibly expensive as an international student, which always stings. That's definitely the biggest barrier to getting into medicine in the UK and to studying medicine in the UK. In terms of other cons, I'd say junior doctor, the profession of being a junior doctor isn't in a great state right now in terms of pay, in terms of how well you're supported to do your job, at least from what I've heard. There are a lot of strikes going on and stuff like that right now to get pay rises in the UK as junior doctors. So read up a bit on that if you're considering medicine in the UK, and just see what the situation is like, whether it looks like it's going up, whether it's something that you can live with. And yeah, it's definitely one of the things to be wary of. Can one manage a part-time job while in medical school? It's possible for sure. It's not impossible to do it. Many people do it, but as you get into your later years of medical school, it gets more and more difficult. And definitely part-time jobs that have particular schedules or that are not flexible are definitely difficult to do, because you need to have that flexibility with time in medical school in terms of the fact that your commitments may keep changing. So if you have a set schedule, like, you have to, suppose you're working at a retail establishment or something, that'll be quite difficult in your second, third, fourth year. What'll be easier is doing a part-time job like tutoring, where you can choose your own hours. They don't have to be at a particular time in the day, and they don't take up more than maybe 10 hours, 5 to 10 hours a week. You can do more of it if you like, but it really depends on how well you can manage your time. Just remember that if you're an international student, you can't work more than 20 hours a week. How stressful is medical school? Do you sometimes think you would have rather gone into another field? There are times where you think about it, for sure, especially with the pay conditions and all in the UK right now. You see people studying much less and doing shorter courses, shorter degrees and stuff like that, and getting jobs that pay a lot more. But in terms of work stress, I wouldn't say it's the worst, because everything is quite difficult in its own way. And medical school, it's definitely hard for sure. But it's just like anything else. If you have an interest in medicine and medical science, clinical practice, all these things, then it won't feel like work to you all the time, or you'll enjoy doing the work even if it's hard. Okay, should we answer some questions together, Elvis? Let me answer some. You read them for me. Okay, so there's only one question left, and that question is, what is the best... Okay, go. Okay, so that question is, what is the best advice you ever got given, heard, or read? So my best advice would be, do not worry. There are things you can change in life, and there are things you can't. Work on the things you can change and forget about the things you can't change, because worrying can really be the worst. So try and have a positive mindset, and you do that by eliminating the negative things or trying to change them. Worrying can really ruin experiences. It can ruin... You're just not present in the moment if you're worrying about something, because your mind is somewhere else. And I've really realized this by going back and watching my old YouTube videos, which I do a lot of the time, like my old vlogs and stuff. And I just remember that maybe I wasn't in the best frame of mind there, or I wasn't in the best mood there. But when I watched my video, I'm like, but I really shouldn't have been worrying about that, or I really shouldn't have been in a bad frame of mind, because everything was actually fine. I was just overthinking it, worrying about it unnecessarily. And if you can avoid doing that, you can just make life so much more pleasant. Just be present, look at the positive things, as difficult as it may be. Just get in the habit of doing that, and you'll just see your outlook on life change. No matter how difficult external things get, you internally will always be, intact and positive and looking on to the next good thing that can happen or that you can do. Yeah, I think that is enough preaching for today. I think that's all the questions that I have chosen to answer here in this video today. Like I said, the rest will be answered on Instagram. So go follow me there if you haven't. But other than that, if you enjoyed this, do drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. And drop any comments down below with any more questions or anything like that. I'll do my best to answer them. And lastly, share the video with any of your friends. Actually share my channel with any of your friends who you think might find it useful or entertaining or anything like that. And hopefully we can continue growing past 5,000 subscribers. The next milestone is 10,000 subscribers, but hopefully we can go past that as well. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.